post-race. Unfortunately, I couldn't stream the whole race, but um, we are here tonight to look at said post-race. A lot of you were wondering what happened to the stream. I couldn't continue due to lag. We have the saved replay here from tonight's race. I know a lot of people are going through a lot right now with the passing of two-time NASCAR Cup champion Kyle Busch. I've been going through a lot recently myself, but we did a race tonight, and I think you guys are gonna enjoy what happens here. Let me get some of the volume turned down. Out of 5, or sound effects down to a 5. Replay sound effects down to a 5. Play master video. Nope. Other BGM. Oh, Kyle Busch has unfortunately passed on May 21st of this year. That means, well, not that means, but we have dedicated a race to him called Kyle Busch 75. I'm not ready to watch this. Guys, just give me a minute. Let me find what I need to find. The race was intense, and honestly, I thought I wasn't going to win tonight. But I did. Just give me 1 minute, everybody. Trying to do a thing here. I can't get my head wrapped around it. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh God, I feel hot. Hang on a minute, folks. So sorry for being quiet, you guys. So what happened here was Michelle and I, we were going, and as you can see right over here in this general vicinity, both her and I went out of bounds, and in this game, on this track here, it'll consider out of bounds, and it will reset you right here. She goes wide, I go wide, and we both hit that, and bip and bip. So then this gives the chance for Lavancha to catch up. And as you can see, up in the corner here, if we go back 10 seconds, as I'm going through this turn here, third, fourth, and I should have started braking like way back here, and should have been able to ease in the corner, but I didn't, and so I was fully on the brakes here, and I overdrove the corner. And as you can see, Kirschblunk right into the wall. So that gives the other three a chance to get ahead of me. I was gonna say, you guys could let me know if I am. I know I'm not speaking a whole lot, but just let me know if you guys want me to keep going. Alright, so the good thing is that I can hear myself on stream, which is beautiful. Hopefully this isn't too loud. If it is, again, let me know. tiny bit. Hang on, because I do think the audio is quite loud. Give me a minute, you guys. I'm sorry. Alright. That sounds much better. So let's. So lap 7. This is right where we were. So during this racing time, of course we had 5 people here. The 5th driver is our pace car driver, and as you can see, our friend JC here, he was struggling quite a bit, but he had a very, very nice Kyle Busch throwback paint scheme. Very, very nice. Michelle had Kyle Busch's cheddar scheme. And then LaVancha had the INDYCARs.com that Kyle Busch was going to run for the Truck Series. And then my paint scheme. So, little throwback, a little, well, not known fact, but with this paint scheme here, the Lucas Oil, the way it looks, it's a, oh, that's a beautiful shot. It's a reminiscence of Kyle Busch's, I believe, first win with RCR back in 23 when he won at Auto Club. And my buddy LaVancha had told me about it, and I said, well, okay, I'll run that paint scheme. And I did, but I didn't make much changes to the scheme itself besides the memorial decals. Of course, the 18, that's the O'Reilly logo. And if you guys can see, let me see if I can point it out real good. Over here, where you see my name, WildeNASCAR, you see Rowdy's name there. Then you see the Biff's decal, and then you see Kyle Busch's decal, the memorial one. I'm sorry if I'm talking a whole lot. I'm just, again, this is post-race. I couldn't stream the whole race because everybody was saying I was spaghettiing, so it seems like I might have to start doing this.
The 5 I ran was from Kyle's rookie season with HMS.
Oh, is it? Oh, it is. I couldn't remember. I was like, I know I've seen that scheme somewhere, but I couldn't remember for the life of me. I appreciate you pointing that out, JC. God. JC, I wanted to ask you, what happened? Did you lag out of the race, or were you just unfortunately upset that you weren't up there with us? Because LaVancha had told you to go ahead and go back around because you weren't even a lap down just yet. I'm curious because I want to know what happened, because I hated that you had left the stream, the race. a lot of people are probably thinking I'm...
No by left completely no explanation.
Were you just, like, upset? Or was it just like you really didn't want to compete tonight? You were just kind of there to kind of fill in? I just want to know. It's nothing against you. I understand racing can be hard and everything else. I just want to make sure I'm understanding you so that way, because I don't want to be like, oh well, you just like no, because I know you, somewhat of you.
Didn't want to complete entirely, showed up to get points then left.
Didn't want to compete entirely, showed up to get points then left. That's, I mean, that's understandable. I do wish you raced with us more often. I know the races are long and whatnot, but I hope you race with us more often. I miss having you around. I miss racing with you. You're a cool dude. I know there probably have been moments where you and I kind of got into it a little bit here and there, but I just generally I hope you race with us again, and I hope you do a full race with us. If you ever need help with driving a certain car, figuring out a certain track, you are more than welcome to ask us. We are here. We are here to help you. I 100%. We are here to help you. For the people that are now just joining in, we are doing a post-race, not an inspection, haha, but a post-race stream. I couldn't stream the actual race due to my internet being fucky-wucky. So what we're doing is we're doing again, a post-race stream to where we're going to watch from beginning to end of what happened in the race, how and what and who won. I just killed a bug on my arm. Yeah, little son of a bitch. I've been asking everybody. I said, how does the stream sound so far? Because I can't hear it through my headphones that I have on. It's not like the Turtle Beach headset to where it's like I can hear myself through my my headset. Let me know if I'm like too loud, too quiet. Let me know if the replay system is too loud. I don't want to blow your guys' ears out and have you guys like barely hear me. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get back to this. I think I pretty much explained my car. Michelle's car is Kyle Busch's cheddar scheme. Lavancha's scheme is what Kyle Busch was gonna run for the Truck Series yesterday, and I guess technically today. I've already explained JC's. This here is Drifter. This is our official pace car driver. He did a throwback to when Kyle Busch had his first M&M's paint scheme
Plus
revealed.
I left cause I kept getting reset. With everything going on in the motorsports world, it wasn't mentally prepared to race.
That's quite understandable. Michelle, she unfortunately got reset too many times as well. So she really wasn't quite happy. Again, it's fully understandable. I wasn't even prepared for this race. I was feeling extremely lackluster. I was frustrated with myself because we had done qualifying last night for Red Bull and we did qualifying for Cup. And I was heavily frustrated because I couldn't win pole for both races. But somehow, some way, tonight was it's like a story that was told. And yeah. I understand, JC, that I wasn't even mentally prepared for this race. I was hoping LaVancha would put it off for like another week, along with the Sunday Cup race too. But it was just in the spite of the moment. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Let's race. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get back to what we were watching. Again, everybody, let me know if I'm too loud or too quiet. Same with the stream. Through the majority of this race, I did struggle with my race car. There were moments to where my car wouldn't turn or it would slide out from underneath me. And there were still a couple more times to where I was maybe constantly reset on this track. And and to be honest, I was pretty much pissed off with this game. Or not the game, but just with the race in general. Because I couldn't constantly keep up with LaVancha here in the 88. There are key moments in this race to where I was paused, or I spun, or I nearly lost it, or I smacked the wall. And I was pretty frustrated. As I'm sitting here, I'm watching O'Reilly go at it. They have currently went back green, and Connor Zillage just won the first stage.
Better info on my scheme. It was ran at Bristol in 05 where Kyle finished 2-8.
Better info on my scheme. It was ran at Bristol in 05 where Kyle finished 28th. I think I remember that. I remember seeing Kyle's scheme back in 05 and I was like, wow. And I remember, I think he got wrecked out that race. I think at Bristol. Yeah, as you see in that corner there. Hang on a minute, let's go back, even though I shouldn't. When I caught up to our friend LaVancha here, he's already down in a second. I overshoot the corner. I'm like, oh, way
2005 Food City 500.
2005 Food City 500. Yeah, I figured. So when I overshot, yeah, you can see I overshot the corner. The back end of the car nearly swept out from underneath me. I got Michelle on my inside. And the car got more loose. I couldn't keep up. Going through, I think here. No, I kept it pretty straight. Through the majority of this race, LaVancha led over 70. He led over 80. He led over, I think, about 95% of this race. Or it might have been about 80, 85%. It might have been 90%. I don't remember. Even though I just finished the race. as I was going through here, I think this is when the tires started. Yeah, she went on my outside, dove in just a little bit. I go to the inside. Yep, she kind of forced me out a little bit. That's fine. I didn't smack into her, but as you can see, LaVancha is just all like gone. Like wow.
By this point in the race, I went to auto drive and went back to scrolling Twitter.
I mean, fair enough. You did what you had to do. I was kind of wondering why you weren't catching up, but now I know the reason why. Now you're gonna be seeing me doing that a couple more times, hitting the yellow bump, kind of going boing 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 and whatnot. I had told LaVancha before we did this race I wanted to do like a couple of caution laps, like on lap 5, lap 8, lap 18, lap 51 and 54. But I realized that would have taken up like too much of our time. So, ouch. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a lot of words to say here, but I can't. I can, but I can't. You know, going through this turn here, I always kept downshifting it to like 1, to like first gear. And I think that helped me going through the corner there. I think, what lap was it? I think 17. I put myself in a auto drive mode. No. This is where I kind of started getting a little bit quicker, started catching up to LaVancha. Of course, by the time we get to lap 18, we set out a mandatory caution, and we had a lap of silence for Kyle Busch, which will be coming up here shortly. So when it hits lap 18, I will be going quiet for the whole lap of lap 18. God bless, and rest in peace, Kyle Busch. So now this part we can skip. I literally had to stop myself because I went into auto drive mode because I had to do something. So we're gonna skip another lap. That's where I pitted, and then skip another lap to where we are coming back to going green. So as you guys can tell, of course JC's not in the race anymore. He left during lap 21. So it came down to the last three of us, which was Michelle, LaVancha, and myself. During this time, after JC had left, it came down to, okay, what can I do to outbeat these guys? How do I get better? What do I do? Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Yeah, at this point, as the laps were ticking down, it was just a fight between those two, LaVancha and Michelle, and I was just kind of back there. I was, well, of course, the third wheel. I did start catching up to these guys, and then I think something had happened where, oh yeah, I went from softs to mediums. And for the last majority of the laps, I was like on the mediums. My car was not turning. It wasn't wanting to do what I wanted it to do. It was giving me a really, really rough time. Now, a lot of you may be thinking, well, why are you on mediums when most of these races that you did, you know, you were on softs from what you guys have noticed from the streams? Well, we made a rule change to where now all tires are allowed. Softs, mediums, and hards. So if you're wanting to save on the tires and kind of save on fuel, you can go on hards. If you're wanting, you know, to kind of take down the laps and whatnot on medium tires, be on medium tires. If you want a fastest lap and kind of be up there and be fast, you can go on softs. And I think I was on mediums for 5 laps, 10 laps. It started getting to a point to where my car was beginning to feel loose, and I feel like I didn't have the grip that I needed for the car. And I continue to struggle through these corners. I continue to make mistake after mistake after mistake. Sometimes going through this corner, I would be in second gear, then first, or I'd be just in second gear, slowly going through this turnabout here, and then getting into the gas and trying to make sure the car doesn't steer out of control. So what we are going to do is we're going to skip ahead. This is lap 27, lap 28. So I'm still in mediums. Lap 29. I'm still in mediums. We're going to kind of skip through just a little bit. yeah, at this point, Michelle had taken over. She had the lead for quite a bit, and then I was extremely far back because I was in current auto drive. And the car just, I was so far back. And of course I caught up to Michelle. And then it was getting to a point to where, okay, maybe I have a chance. Maybe I have a chance to catch back up, and which I did. Lavancha had a good 3 to 4 second lead on Michelle and like a good 5 to 6 second lead on me. But of course we were catching up with, having boost on and whatnot. And if I remember correctly, yep, Lavancha was still pulling, but we were starting to pull him in. It got to a point to where now Michelle and we had caught up to Lavancha. And now it was a 3-legged dogfight for first. And as the laps were ticking down and ticking down, I just couldn't find any. I found momentum, but I couldn't make any passes because I was afraid I'd wreck somebody. And I think, nope. This was when, nope, three of us are still out here. It's a good race, and I finally made a pass on Michelle. I was still on my medium tires, and I was catching up to Lavancha, actually. We got down to lap 40. And I was still on medium tires. But I was doing pretty good. I should have shifted down to first there. As you can see, the car was slipping out from underneath me. Which was, it's fucking nuts how this car is. And here I should have shifted into first. Even though being in second was a good idea, I should have been in first and then shifted to second. But going through here was pretty good. I short shifted, and then I let it drag out a little bit, short shift, and then downshift, downshift, downshift. The medium tires were just starting to warm up. Lavancha pits on lap 40, so that lets me go out. And I was out for another like 2 laps, which I then came in. Michelle came in, and then I was next. I came in, I put softs on, I got a full tank of gas, and after that, ouch, came back out, and I quickly caught up to Lavancha and Michelle. We were now down to lap 45. I keep doing that shit with the fucking controller. And so, I was able to actually catch up with them pretty quick. I think there were a couple more times where I did get reset, I think, here. But as I saw these two battle, I was thinking, man, God, if these guys are battling, phew. Oh, Lord. I should have shifted into second there and then go into third, but that's alright. Shift down to second. I should have taken that corner a little bit easier, but that's alright. And poor Michelle, man, she got reset so many times, and I think she just accidentally forced it wide too many times to where it constantly reset her. See, and I kept using those yellow bumps that were there because I was thinking that the bumps would help me. They didn't help me in the slightest bit. Oh, Lord. As you can tell, the car actually started doing a little bit better, catching up to him. And it was basically a dogfight between him and I. I mean, Michelle was there too, but it started getting to a point to where he and I were more of the factor, and Michelle was just kind of there, how it was earlier, where it was just them two, and then I was just there for the hell of it. We came down to, what was this? This was like 20 laps to go, or 26 laps to go. It was at this point that I kind of started focusing on him, watching his mistakes, and watching how he went through the corners, and I could never catch it, and he started really pulling away from me. There was one point to where he had like a 5-3. I think he had like a 2-3 second lead on me. And then after that, there's Michelle. Yeah, she got in me a little bit, slowed her up, checked me up a little bit, causing LaVancha just to get a bit more of a lead. Michelle passes me because I overdid my corner entry and corner exit. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. Had to leave for a little bit. The who? Alright, sorry about that. Again, I'm back. As you guys are watching live now, the post-race of Red Bull Short. As the laps were ticking down on this race, there was a moment, not a moment of relief, but a moment of like, shit. I can't catch him. Because every corner that I took, every precaution that I tried to take with the car, you can see there, I got a little squirrely. And he just pulled away further and further and further, and I literally could not catch him. No matter how hard I tried, I could not catch this man. See right there, he gains more time and I lose time. See right there, I lost so much time on him, and I got reset. Here at this point, I was thinking I was extremely fucked, which I was, because it was getting down to the last 60, let's see, 57, 58, 59, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, I'd say about the last 20 to 19 laps to go. You can see I got reset badly. Michelle was ahead of me. I was like, fuck, man, I'm not going to catch him. There's zero chance I'm going to catch him. There was like zero chance for me to get back up there, pass Michelle, and then get up to him and fucking just, you know, here I go. I hit that yellow bump, which helped me a little bit, because I gained a bit of time, to be honest, and I ran a 48.0. But as I was getting closer to these guys, I was like, maybe there is a bit of hope. Maybe there is a chance that I can possibly win this race. And I just kept thinking, I was like, there's no fucking way. Because I was still pretty far back from these two. It was, I think, at this point, yeah, this is when I fully caught up to these guys. It was when I started locking in just a little bit better. I was taking the corners easier. I was easier on the throttle. I was easier on the gas. And I was kind of at the right place, right time, to be honest. Because you can see these two were starting to fight for the lead. They're getting closer. Michelle's getting there. I'm now up there. They're almost side by side up front of me. There they go. Now they're side by side. Michelle goes in deep. LaVancha goes under. And it was just a fight between these two. A good fight, to be honest. And of course I got in the grass, losing a little bit of time there. Here they go, too wide in the corner. Here I am, I'm just taking the corner easy. We are now down to, what is it, 17? 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're now down to the last 17 laps of the race. Of course, myself and LaVancha, we pit because I knew I needed new tires. So, we're going to go ahead and skitter past this. Skitter pass. Yeah. At this point, me and LaVancha, I was back at auto drive mode. LaVancha took off. Michelle was already gone. Here I am, I'm still in auto drive. Still auto drive. Still auto drive. I think, when did I come back? Was it here? I think it was, I came back to life here. No, it wasn't. Has to be somewhere. There it is. I finally come back to life here. And as you can tell, LaVancha's gone. Michelle is gone. You can tell they're fucking far away from me. I'm way the fuck back in Timbuktu, to be honest, which is... But somehow, some way... I'm just going to speed up the process here. Was when I caught up to these guys on lap 67. 67. Anyways, we get up to here, or I get up to here, and I'm now closing in on LaVancha, and LaVancha's closing in on Michelle. Skip a little bit forward, a little bit more. Try not to make you guys sit through the whole fucking thing, which I am, but I'm kind of speeding through it. So at this point, I was on 7-lap older tires, 8-lap older tires, along with LaVancha too. Michelle hadn't pit since, I think, lap 40, 50, I don't remember. Yeah, she was on old tires. You could tell by her left front right there. LaVancha catches up to her. She then goes to the pits, and then it's down to me and LaVancha again. It's a 1-against-1 duel. Lap 69. Nice. Kyle Busch's last win in the Truck Series. As you guys are watching me, of course, Michelle, she's there in the pits, but she just got out, so she has possibly plenty of time to catch up with us. So when it hits, so as I'm going through this process of the race, I'm thinking I'm not going to catch him. He's getting further, he's getting faster, I can't catch him. And I really don't remember what happened. Because this race went by in a flash, to be honest. And it was quite rowdy, pun intended. All I remember is that all of a sudden I just started taking the corners real easy, getting into the gas real easy, shifting real good, hitting my braking points, my accelerating points tremendously well. Here is when I started getting just a bit closer to LaVancha. Taking that corner really easy. When it came down to these last couple laps, you could see he had a good gap on me. Of course, I was catching up. I hit that bump there, car goes bing bang boom, and he builds up a lead again. And now I'm falling a little bit further back. And I fall a little bit further back here. He gets going. We're almost close to actually we are close within a pass of a second of each other. poor Michelle, she's all the way back there because she got reset so many times on this track. Of course, I hit the rev limiter. Take that corner really well. I'm surprised I didn't spin it. I would have been so upset with myself if I did. Here is when it starts getting a little bit more intense. I hit the little speed bump. He goes wide. Now I'm starting to build up more momentum, more speed. I start hitting my braking points better. I go down in the first gear. I'm half throttle, full, almost. Let go, full, half, then full. I shifted, and then now I'm right on his ass. I'm right there. He goes wide, and you know, I'm right on his bumper. I'm right the fuck there, man. Right the fuck there. You can tell I'm right on his ass. Just bip. I'm very carefully going through this corner. He goes wide again. Half throttle. There you go, shift, and then I'm just... What was the moment? There was... Yep, right by his side. I fucking get right by him. He gets loose. We're coming down the last 3 laps to go. 33, 74, 75. Is it last 4 laps? Correction. And then I carefully downshift here, make my turn, pick up the speed. He gets a little bit squabbly. Now it's 3 laps to go. No more cautions. And I downshift at the second spot. I'm blocking him pretty good. He tries to get to my outside, but I block him. He gets, or not my inside, but then he gets my outside. I let him throw it in like it's nothing. And it was here, I gained speed. He and I were side by side, which is fucking awesome. He dives in that corner just a bit. I'm, again, right there on his bumper. Right there. Ooh, he gets a little bit squiggly. Side by side. We're down the last 2 laps. And here's where it got really interesting. I shift. Take my corner, very nice. Now this is when it starts getting real, because by the time I downshift here and here, he bips me. And then he bips me again. And then bips me one more time, forcing me out of the way. I'm like, okay. And as I'm going through here, very carefully, going through, he gets a little bit squiggly. I'm like, okay. I said, I can play that too. So, I get up here, downshift. Easily take this corner, and I shift up a little bit too quick. Then he's right on my bumper here. Get through here, smooth as butter. Get a little bit loose. He's right on my tail. Come down in the final lap. He's right there. He's right on my ass. Shift. Gets right there into the side of me. Ooh, it was like bip. I was like, oh. And he was like, oh, okay. I said, okay. I said, motherfucker, I can play that too. So I just was right there. I was right there. I was going to go on the inside, but I said, fuck that. I'm not doing that. And here I got a little bit loose. I'm thinking, fuck. I'm thinking I just fucking threw this win away. You want to know what the fuck I did right here in this moment? Yep. Hang on a minute. So go a little bit further. Going through here, of course, I get a little bit squabbly. Then as I'm coming through, oh baby, it gets fucking gnarly. Here I am. I'm on the brakes. He's on the brakes. I'm already in 4th. He's in 4th gear. And I fucking sent this motherfucker. I sent it in deep. Didn't wreck him. And I just fucking willy-nilly passed right by him. And of course, we did it for him. Guys can see, I'll give you a little bit of a better detail on my car. As you can see here, you got the Biff and the Rowdy. Then you've got, or well, Rowdy Forever. Then you've got his name here, Rowdy. And as you can just, let's see if I can go down here. As you can see right here on the car, you see the 18, which is like a representation of Dale, of when he passed, unfortunately. And I think I'll give you guys a little bit more insight of Lavanch's car. I'll just show the little details and whatnot. You can see on his car the Junior Motorsports logo, the 88. You can see, you know, it says "Stay Rowdy," "Take a bow for Bush," "Rowdy Forever." You can see the littlest, just the littlest details on his car. And this paint scheme that's here, again, was supposed to be Kyle Busch when he was supposed to run trucks this year. But we all know what happened, unfortunately. But as you guys saw, we'll go back and do the last minute replay. I sent it. I didn't overshoot it. I didn't get reset. And going down the straightaway, coming to the white, or to the checkered flag, I win. And that was my first win back in the O'Reilly series. I mean, I've been in the O'Reilly series for about a couple months now. You know, of course, I missed a couple races here and there with O'Reilly, but now I've gotten to the point to where I'm now getting back in the flow, and I'm hoping I can do this double, because I just won last night. You guys can see from the picture here I took, this was a good touch of a picture. Go ahead and export this, but yeah, I do, but I don't have a whole lot to say, other than I appreciate all of you just coming out and watching the stream. I know you guys couldn't watch the race, but I figured, why not? Let's just do a post-race stream. It is now May 23rd. It has now been 21, 22, 23. It has now been 3 days since Kyle Busch has been gone. We will always and forever remember who Kyle Busch was. Whether he was your most hated driver, your most favorite driver, he was the one that got shit done. I'm hoping that I can make him proud to do a double sweep today. We race at Road Atlanta today. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the car that I'm going to run. I'm hoping that maybe we can win the double. But then again, never know. I love all of you so much. Please hug your loved ones close, because you don't know when they're going to be gone in a flash. Until then, I love all of you. You guys stay safe, stay calm, stay cold.